And on Sunday night, the department responded to a report of smoke coming out of a third-floor apartment at the Prairie View apartment complex. Here's Interim Fire Chief Cameron Duffin discussing the call.
No injuries. The sprinkler system extinguished the fire. We're just ventilating out the building. We got water damage on the third floor, second floor, and first floor.
The annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is right around the corner, prompting Highway Patrol troopers in 5 states to heighten patrols. Troopers in South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, and Montana will pay extra attention to traffic routes favored by rallygoers. Rally organizers anticipate approximately 1 million people will attend the rally's 75th anniversary. Police have identified the Wyoming man they say shot a family on Montana's Crow Indian Reservation. According to the FBI, 18-year-old Jesus Mendoza shot 3 people after one of the victims laughed at him. A relative says the family had stopped to help Mendoza after his car ran out of gas. The shooting left 2 people dead and a third person injured. On Saturday morning around 10 a.m., a 12-inch pipe belonging to Bridger Pipeline LLC broke, spilling oil into the Yellowstone River near Glendive. The pipe had been installed in 1950 and was last inspected in 2012. In response to the oil spill, Montana Governor Steve Bullock declared a state of emergency for Dawson and Richland counties. Now, I have left messages with the Montana Department of Environmental Quality and the Glendive Water Department, but have yet to hear back. I did, however, speak with Bridger spokesman Bill Salvin about the spill.
We don't know how much has gone into the river. We do know that there's 1,200 barrels at risk. And let me, as a way of background, give you a sense of how we got to that number. We know it's a 12-inch pipe, and we know from one side of the river to the other where we have it blocked off, that's 6,200 feet.
The question on everyone's mind is the water safe to drink in Glendive?
The city of Glendive, their municipal water system, there was a test that showed elevated levels of volatile organic compounds, predominantly benzene. Because of that, when we showed that data to scientists at the CDC, they recommended a do not ingest.
It's something Olivia Blunt has wanted to do for a long time. The sophomore at Montana State University Bozeman has always loved to travel, so when an opportunity arose to study abroad, it didn't take long for Blunt to sign up.
Well, I've kind of always just had kind of the travel bug. I've always wanted to travel. And then last summer we went to Europe and we traveled around Paris and Switzerland. And from then on, I was ready to study abroad, and I knew I wanted to. And I wanted to do it early in my college career because I didn't want to get too attached to Bozeman.
While many study abroad for a semester or 2, Blunt will be overseas for a year.
I decided to go big or go home. I didn't want just a semester, and I've talked to people and they're like, oh, I wish I would have gone longer, because by the semester then they're ready to venture forward and keep going, and by then they have to go home. And so the fact that I'm going for a year, I feel like there definitely will be times where I'm like, oh, I wish I would have only gone for a semester, but I really want to get the full living experience. I want to get to know the locals, not just other foreign exchange students. So.
On Saturday afternoon, Miles City Fire and Rescue and the Custer County Fire Department responded to a structure fire that had broken out at the Miles City Livestock Commission. Custer County Fire Warden Bud Peterson described the response.
Call come in shortly after noon, I'm not quite sure exactly, and it was the first call that I heard was that there was visible smoke in the building, and within 30 to 45 seconds, there were flames coming through the windows, and it really went downhill from there. It took less than 2 hours to burn the building completely down.
Homemade candy, jewelry, and crafts were just some of the items that were available for purchase at the Christmas market. Here's Judy Nelson talking about her business, Stacks of Glass.
We use all used glass. It's all recycled into beautiful works of art, and they're made to go outside, porch, patio, garden, wherever you would like to put it, or inside if you'd rather have it inside. We have bird feeders. We have some that have solar lights incorporated.
Firefighters in southeastern Montana are battling a wildland fire on the Northern Cheyenne Reservation southwest of Lame Deer. According to the latest information obtained by KATL Radio, the fire is 50% contained and approximately 2,500 acres in size. Yesterday, Republican Senate candidate and current Montana Congressman Steve Daines stopped by KATL for an interview. I spoke with Congressman Daines about why he voted to support the Violence Against Women Act, which provides $1.6 billion in aid towards the investigation and prosecution of violent crimes against women.
Every time I go down to the House floor and make a vote, I realize I'm voting on behalf of 1 million Montanans. And as I listen to the stories from Montanans, in fact, from a lot of women on our reservations who were victims of domestic abuse, the Violence Against Women Act was an important step forward here to ensure that women are protected and that women receive justice in the court system.
I'm Andrew Burns, 770 KATL News.